Good morning, everyone. Boker Tov. So in the beginning of this week at the Trump mega rally, a comedian said that Puerto Rico is a floating island of garbage. And then last night, the president referred to all the Republican supporters as garbage. Well, this week's Torah portion actually talks about a floating island of garbage. This week's Torah portion is about Noah building the ark. The Torah says that the ark should have 3 floors to it. And Rashi says, why did it have 3 floors? And Rashi says that the top floor was where the humans resided, Noah and his family. The middle floor was for all the animals. And the bottom floor was for all the garbage. And so you had a floating island of garbage. And what did Noah do for an entire year in the ark? He took care of the animals. He was like the zookeeper. He had to feed them every day, take care of all their needs. And the first lesson of Noah and the ark is that we have to care not just for our fellow human beings, but for animals. There are many laws in the Torah of how to care for animals, to show compassion for animals. There's actually a law that says you have to feed your animals before you eat yourself. So compassion for all of God's creations, not just human, is the first lesson of Noah, that to rebuild a new world, the first step was that Noah had to spend a year showing compassion and care for animals. But what about the garbage on the bottom floor? Why did the garbage have to float around for a year? After all, one of the commandments is to build a window in the teva, in the ark. So if there was a window, why couldn't Noah just open the window and throw away the garbage? And one obvious answer is that we don't want to, even though the world was being destroyed and the garbage would be destroyed in the world, the Torah teaches us respect for our environment, to not just dispose of garbage. Even garbage should not just be thrown around and show disregard for our environment, which affects the humans and affects the animals. But another answer perhaps is that the Torah is teaching us that there's no such thing as garbage. You know, sometimes we look at things and we say, it's garbage, let's just dump it, let's just get rid of it. But if you think about it, when Noah had to repopulate the world, one of the things he had to do was not just build a human race again from his family, the descendants of Noah, but he also had to fertilize the earth and start planting and growing things again. And of course, the manure could be used as fertilizer. So even the worst waste can be used for growth. And that's a metaphor in life. The parts of our life that we think we could dispose of, we could rid ourselves of, they also could serve a higher purpose. They could be metaphorically recycled and utilized for a higher and for a greater purpose. And perhaps the lesson is that even garbage should not be seen as merely garbage. Sometimes within the garbage, there can be great treasures. How many times have we rummaged through the garbage looking for things that we lost? Sometimes in those areas of our life that we think are the garbage areas of our life, we discover the greatest gifts and potentials. I remember there was a story in Jerusalem a number of years ago. A young bride, she was cleaning up her apartment and she couldn't find her diamond ring. And she suspected that the ring got thrown into the garbage as she was cleaning up and throwing out the garbage. It must have slipped off her finger and ended up in the garbage. But unfortunately, the sanitation department in Jerusalem had already collected the garbage. So she called them and said, could I come down and look for my ring in the garbage? They said, ma'am, there are thousands of bags of garbage that we picked up on the route today. It's going to take a long time. So she and her husband put a post on social media explaining their situation and saying that tonight at 9 o'clock we're going to the sanitation department in Jerusalem to look through maybe 1,000 bags of garbage to find my wife's diamond ring. And hundreds of volunteers showed up. And with face masks and gloves and gowns, they spent hours going through every single garbage bag until lo and behold, they found the girl's diamond ring. Let us remember that Noah teaches us that when we want to create a new world, we have to not only care about our fellow humans, we not have to show compassion for all of God's creatures, including all God's animals on earth, but even what we may deem as garbage may contain blessings and treasures, and therefore surely no human beings, whether in Puerto Rico or in the United States, should ever be referred to as garbage, because you never know what treasures people who you thought were garbage possess. Let us strive, like Noah's generation, to cleanse the world from all of its impurities and corruption and disrespect for one another, and create a more harmonious, peaceful, and loving society. Have a wonderful day.